Glaze is something that's bound to happen within anything. Literally anything. If you're good at anything, there will always be fans. There will always be a tier above fans that we can classify as glazers. That's why today I want to talk again about the biggest glazers in anime history, because there's a lot. There's a lot that get insane glaze. They get wild glaze. They get pushed to the moon, even if they shouldn't be. Starting up first, we have Gojo. Now, I wanted to put him in the original video, but I had opted with Itachi instead. But Gojo is someone who is so glazed by all the anime fans, all the Jujutsu Kaisen fans, well, the majority of Jujutsu Kaisen fans that aren't also Sukuna fans. It's just, it gets insane glaze. Now, for good reason. He's the strongest, literally known as the strongest throughout the whole series, from the time we see him to the time he dies. And even after, in the prologue chapters, whenever we get a flashback about him, he's still talking about being the strongest. But bro, I need to remember when he first came onto the scene back in 2019, when Jujutsu Kaisen first got animated and everyone started glazing him heavily. Oh my god, when he floated above everyone, you just knew there was going to be insane edits, insane glaze. All of it was coming with Gojo. And then once he got sealed, I just remember there being a far cry and outrage that Gojo was really gone. People were really upset about him being gone. Now, don't get me wrong, I was somewhat upset when I read the manga for the first time / watched it, because I was just like, now what are they going to do? Good thing they found a way out of Shibuya, but the Gojo glaze goes so far that even the creator, Gege Akutami, does not like Gojo. That's a part of the reason why, I'm not going to say that's a part of the reason why, but I suspect that being a part of the reason why he sealed that man for so long. He does not like him at all. Not even in the slightest. I still remember seeing like fan notes or like author notes of him just being like, when I made the series, I didn't think Gojo would become the most popular so fast. Or being like, oh, y'all know y'all can vote for someone else in fan voting. It doesn't always have to be Gojo first. Like, how are you hating on your own creation? You made him. It's not like someone forced you to pick up the pen, draw this man, a blindfolded, white-haired demon who's also known as the strongest and the strongest since birth. What did you think was going to happen? Everyone loves those super overpowered characters. Have we not learned this? I thought people would just learn with the Uchihas in general. Madara? Oh my god. If you weren't there for the Madara glaze, you really don't know. You really don't know. But up next we have Giorno. Now Giorno is an interesting pick because when you look inside the actual community, he is not glazed. As a matter of fact, he's slandered to a high, very high degree. People act like he does nothing the entire part and he's just as boring as a bag of plain Lay's potato chips. They act like he doesn't do jack shit. Yeah, his personality, it's awful. It's awful. That's all you hear if you really go in the JoJo community. But if you're someone who's not in the JoJo community but watch JoJo, more times than not, you're going to glaze Giorno. I've seen it so many times. If you weren't around, like not even watching JoJo's, just in the anime community, when Part 5 first got animated, you don't know. When it first got animated, the amount of times I saw Giorno as someone who had never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures to that point was insane. And half of the Giorno glaze admittedly comes from his Requiem stand that they get at the end of the part, Go and Experience Requiem, I have to admit. Because, being honest, a good portion of his glaze just never comes if he doesn't get Go and Experience Requiem. Like, I promise you it doesn't. Once he got Go and Experience Requiem, started aura farming, did the Dio pose, all those things, oh yeah, it was over. And the way everyone hyped up Go and Experience Requiem, you would think it was a multi-episode event and it was an actual fight. No, he got the power up, floated above Diablo, was about to hit him. Diablo activated King Crimson, got stupid and tried to hit Giorno while he still had King Crimson activated. It reverted it. Then Go and Experience Requiem was activated, activating death again and again. The Giorno glaze was otherworldly, bro. It was otherworldly. 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2020, half of 2022. Those 4 years, unprecedented Giorno glaze. Because, bro, I respect Giorno. I really do. I fuck with him even. But that amount of glaze, there was no reason I should be seeing this man. I ain't never watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and he's one of 2 characters I've seen. No, 3 characters I've seen from the show. Dio, Jotaro, and Giorno. The top 3 most glazed characters in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, to end this video off, I gotta talk about Aizen. Now, the way I feel about Aizen, I really do fuck with him. He's one of my favorite villains ever. But is the glaze there? Yes. Yes. As someone who's been in the anime community for a very long time, and even if you haven't, if you're someone who's been a part of the Bleach community, you know the glaze is disgusting. You know the glaze is disgusting. If you're someone who has even, like I said, been in the anime community, you know the glaze is disgusting. It be coming out of nowhere, but usually it makes sense. Like, for example, him versus Madara. That wasn't glaze. He just beats the fuck out of Madara. But when people start saying he's the best character in all fiction, because I've heard that at least 5 to 10 to 100 times, that's where it gets a little tricky. Best antagonist of all time, I don't got a problem with that, but I have to still say it's glaze. It is 100%. Like, and Aizen, he was just that cold though. He was. I respect it. The same way I feel about Luffy, I feel about Aizen or Goku. These are characters that deserve the glaze. They do. He should be getting glazed like that, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first watched Bleach and he kept faking me out, I was like, okay, bro, what are you doing? Where the fuck are we? What are we even doing here? He had me questioning damn near everything. And then you also got moments that will always live on as iconic, like when he stopped Ichigo's fucking attack with one finger. Like, I need y'all to realize how ridiculous that was. At the time, it was at the end of the Soul Society arc. At the time, Ichigo was damn near running through niggas, and he was just getting stronger as he went through. Literally, I'm looking at Ichigo like, whoa, where are you getting all this strength? But he just kept getting stronger, just for Aizen to boop, get him out of there. But yeah, that's all I got, y'all. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, we're on the road to 5K, so anything helps. And until next time, peace.